You're watching the All Sport Network. All Sport. All Network.
Coming up at 9 o'clock, you want to be there as Hooks and Bullets ventures south of the border.
I'm Virgil Slug. Join me this week as my guest, basketball coach Carl Haggis, and I go to sunny San Jacinto, where we band together with local rebels to track the biggest game of them all. Can we overthrow this country's really elected government? Later in the show, we will pass you along
The countdown continues.
6 more days to Super Bowl. That story and more coming up on Sportsbender. I'm Hoyt
And I'm Andy Akers.
Day 6. Show the photo. It's the Super Bowl, and it's big. It's getting closer, so eat a pig. Oh, it's bigger and big. It's also large. We're a boat. It'd be a barge. It's the Super Bowl. Da-da-da-da. Okay, now I know we promised we wouldn't sing it again, but folks, you know.
It's the Super Bowl, and it's
Folks.
big. It's large.
Andy.
It's larger than big.
Andy, listen. Andy.
It's really sizable. It's
Andy.
very grand. I can't believe
Andy.
it. It's what makes me
Enough is enough, Andy! Why don't you shut up?
Got carried away.
And who could blame you? Sports fans, why try to hide it? There are other sports this time of year.
Hockey.
To name one.
Basketball.
Sure.
Indoor golf.
You made that one up. But without the Super Bowl, all life as we know it would be what, Andy?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Hoyt. Because there was a time, dark and frightening in our history, when there was no Super Bowl.
Say it ain't so, Andy.
Sorry, Hoyt, but I have here rare, never-before-seen footage of those dark ages. Roll the darkness! Before Super Bowl I, all the earth was a dusty wasteland. Men and women lined up for bread. They built shanty towns and called them No Super Bowlvilles. The sports star masses revolted and fought against the dark, sinister forces that denied them a Super Bowl. And that's why we have a Super Bowl today, Hoyt.
I love this country. We'll be back after this. I'm gonna cry.
You're watching the All Sport Network. All Sport. All Network.
Great show, Andy.
Better than great. It was watchable.
Okay, how about now?
Hey, Phil, did you see the show?
Are you talking to me, Kepley?
Did you see our Super Bowl spectacular?
I caught the tail end of it.
And
Please don't say the word Super Bowl around me.
Super Bowl?
I can say Super Bowl. You cannot. The Super Bowl is not some common game. The Super Bowl is a rite of passage. It's a religious experience. It's sex with the Queen of England. The Super Bowl is a place for heroes, legends, gods. Like Bradshaw, Montana, Lincoln. It's for a mighty man. It's for a man who stepped on the armor, who wins the battle, and who's got the right to it.
Hey, where's Super Bowl 6 and 9?
Sold it. But that's not important. The Super Bowl is a great and glorious church, and you two are heretics. That is why this network has banished you from covering it. What are you two laughing at?
Laughing? Andy said something really funny.
I did? What'd I say?
Shut up, Andy. Well, there you go. Cuddly Killers 2.
Cuddly Killers, I got you men on CD. This is unbelievable. My own video game.
Well, it was nothing, Joey. And how about you being good on your side of the bargain?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Are you sure I can do this?
Joey, boy, you're the president of the network. You can do anything.
And Phil won't be mad?
Phil Bluntkin, he hates the Super Bowl. Isn't that right, Andy?
No, we're lying. But he has been to more than his share.
Okay, well, here are the plane tickets, the press box passes, the press meeting stickers, and the pregame party invites, and the Super Bowl tickets.
My hands are burning.
And so, the two teams should be evenly matched. Just how big is this game? Well, not only will yours truly be down there covering it, but the President of the United States is flying back from his vacation just to be there.
Are you kidding me? I haven't missed a Super Bowl since I started in politics.
Any word on balancing the budget, sir?
Oh, I don't know about all that tricky money stuff, but I would like to see a balanced game on Sunday.
Well, as most of you know, it's that time of year when decent, submissive, hard-working men turn into loud, beer-guzzling, slop-eating barmen.
Hard to imagine.
Me too.
Yes, here at the All Sport Network, it's Super Bowl time. Which means Joey and I have chosen someone to go to New Orleans to provide all those useless and boring pre-game stories. Now this year...
Hillary, no need for big speeches. I assure you, I'll do the same crack-up job Phil Bluntkin fans have come to know and love.
Sit down, Phil. You're not going. Hoyt and Andy are going.
We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. Sorry, Phil.
Going to be one long Hoyt and Andy party. You two are going to get a story down there befitting the dignity of this network.
I think we're quite capable of getting a story befitting this network.
Dignity and class. That's just another way to say...
Hey, Dad, Super Bowls aren't really super unless you're at Knockers Family Restaurant. Come on down and watch the game on our super big screen TV. Enjoy free beer from the coin toss to the first play. And don't forget to bring the family down to meet Miss Knockers. It's all part of our super sensational Super Bowl Sunday at Knockers.
More caber-tossing scores and highlights coming up, but first...
Water sports.
What about them, Hoyt?
Is there such a thing? I mean, what's sporty about playing in the water? Well, until they invent underwater death wrestling, there is only one water sport I know of. Squirrel skiing! Yes, it's official. Squirrel skiing is the only water sport that's not just a fun day in the water.
But Hillary, the Super Bowl, think of the network. You can't let those two buffoons go. The President of the United States will be there.
Phil, my hands are tied. Our silly little boss made the decision.
But the Super Bowl demands class. Our best foot forward. Those two idiots will ruin the network.
Yes, that might happen, and if it did, would that be so bad?
But Hillary, you're missing the point. This is the Super Bowl. Hillary, you're not listening.
What about a wet t-shirt contest? That's a water sport.
Say, you're right. And while you're at it, add to the list the sports drink dunk of champions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Show's over.
You know, Hoyt, I was thinking, the Super Bowl is not just like any other football game.
It sure isn't, buddy.
It's super. That's why they call it the Super Bowl.
Brilliant. What's your point?
Well, do you suppose this being no regular game, that they'll be selling a super hot dog down there?
Say.
Excuse me, Hoyle.
It's Hoyt, Phil.
Whatever. As you know, I'm not your biggest fan, and I still contend there may be something illegal about your Sportsbender show. But all that aside, I came by to wish you luck at the Super Bowl.
You want to wish us luck?
Boys, this is the mother of them all. You can screw around the rest of the year, but I won't let you louse this one up. It's our once-a-year chance to bring in the piece that'll finally put this channel on the map.
Front page stuff.
Hot off the press.
This just in.
We interrupt this broadcast. That's the spirit. Now, get down there to that Super Bowl and dig up some real sports news. Do it for yourselves. Do it for the game. And do it for the Blunkin. Okay, everybody in.
For the Blunkin.
Oh, we'll run.
The Super Bowl on Sportsbelievable, Hoyt.
Pinch me, partner.
Look, CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, ESPN. Hey, there we are.
Truck must be coming down later.
Should we set up?
Let the big networks cover all that. Let's go find the hotel. Here it is, the Holiday House. Hey, that's classy.
That's not us, Hoyt. We're staying at some place called the Holiday Hut.
Well, it looks peaceful enough. You know, Andy, I was thinking about what Phil said. If we could just get one big story. Excuse me, wrong room. We could really help ourselves out.
Sure, but the Super Bowl is tomorrow. And what could we... Sorry.
Huh? What?
What could we possibly dig up that no one else has found already?
Andy, my boy, this is where my bloodhound instincts take over. Excuse us. I have a nose for big stories. Ah, here we are, room 13.
Home sweet home.
Flight 407 now departing Gate 12.
Mr. President, there's an emergency Joint Chiefs of Staff meeting.
Oh, here's $5, Poindexter. Forget I heard that. I'm off to the Super Bowl.
Andy, old boy, the Hoytster is ready to hit the town.
Not as ready as me.
Don't forget, we have these big pregame party passes.
Oh, I haven't forgotten. I have my Lady Inspector hat, my tuxedo t-shirt, my Google glasses, and, should I get lucky, my home of the Whopper undies.
Now that says class. Let's pregame party! How'd you get these seats?
I promised some guy our game ticket.
What?
Relax, Hoyt. I'm not that dumb. I haven't sewn into my underwear.
Say, watch me put the moves on those two ladies.
Unnecessary roughness, 15 yards.
Gonna be a long night. I'm hungry. Andy, wake up. We gotta get back to the hotel.
Huh?
We gotta shower and shave and get to the game.
Hey, look, Hoyt. It's the President of the United States.
Sure is, Andy. Looks like he's at a football game and he's doing the coin toss.
It's and the Super Bowl is underway.
The Super Bowl!
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blunkin's World of Sports. I'm Phil Blunkin. Let's go now to the first of our live Super Bowl reports with our own Hoyt Kepley and Andy Akers. Gentlemen. Some technical problems there. We'll have that cleared up in no time.
How much of the game have we missed so far?
Enough to fry our buns if we don't get in there and start doing our job.
Tickets, please.
Tickets, Andy.
Right here, Hoyster. My underwear. The tickets were sewn in my underwear.
What? How could you lose your underwear?
Oh, my God! I'm finally free of the textile industry! Blow chunks.
We're not sports commentators.
We stink.
We don't even deserve to be down here.
And we call ourselves investigative journalists. What are we gonna do when Phil checks in on us?
Let me handle it.
And now it's time to take a Super Bowl timeout and check in on two of our best, Hoyt and Andy at the game. Fellas, what's the score?
Hoyt, we're on.
Well, Phil, scores are important. Well, what would a Super Bowl be without scoring? And knowing the score makes it even more exciting. Having a hot dog makes it exciting, too. Hot dogs are a major part of this Super Bowl. Back to you, Phil.
Are you even in the stadium, Hoyle?
I'm having difficulty hearing you, Phil. So I'll say jambalaya and crawfish pie.
Well, in all my years of sports reporting, I've never seen a segment so informative as all that. I'll be right back.
Clear.
Those two jackasses are going to sink this entire network. The Super Bowl, for God's sake!
Mr. Stanton, this is hardly a way to run a television network.
Oh, is that what this is?
I was teaching the boy here how to use a semi-automatic weapon. Paint guns, of course.
Don't you have some trap somewhere you should be checking on?
Oh, jeez.
Joey, sir, Hoyt and Andy are turning this network into one big joke, and I want you to tell your father.
He's in Monaco with the royal family.
Have you seen their Super Bowl coverage?
The royal family is covering the Super Bowl?
No, those two.
The question most often asked about the Super Bowl is, can you dig your way inside? And by George, we're going to answer that. Right, Andy?
I'm tired, Hoyt.
Keep digging. You're almost there. Officer!
All right, hands against the wall.
Oh, do you see that? Oh, these guys are funny.
Well, I'm no football expert, but it didn't even look like they were at the game.
Geez, lighten up, Miss Philpott. You should have some fun yourself sometime.
Well, I hope this warning lets you know that in these parts, the law is no laughing matter. Here you go, Mr. Butts.
Call me Seymour.
One for you, Mr. Freely. Have a good day.
We're the two biggest losers in sports history. We're never gonna get in that stadium. We're never gonna get that great interview. And we're never gonna be able to look Phil in the eye again.
Not so fast, Andy, my boy. Your old pal Hoyt here has a plan.
Do I have to get naked, dip myself in honey, and run through a bear cage?
Maybe. Okay, I have another plan. Follow me.
Well, we've reached the end of the first half with a score 42-0.
Brett, have you ever seen a game this competitive before?
Don't let the score fool you, Dick. If you look at the numbers, this game is close.
You bet. I wouldn't want to channel surf right now.
Heck no, it's anybody's game. Stick around for the second half.
Clear.
It's a blowout.
Think anybody will watch the second half of this turkey?
Married guys.
Well, looks like it's over. Back home to the wife and kids, eh?
Turn that back on!
All right, all right. Here, watch the halftime show, you babies.
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, face the skies and welcome the falling stars.
This was really stupid, Hoyt. You don't even look like Hendrix.
It may be stupid, but I told you I had a plan to get in.
Hey, look, Jim Croce.
Whoa.
No one's gonna buy that I'm Marilyn Monroe.
When we hit the ground, we ditched the costumes.
Hey, look, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Hey, Hoyt, how come we're falling faster than everyone else?
Good question. Hey, look, there's Buddy Holly.
Bet you wish I had a parachute the first time.
Good one, Andy. Parachute. Mission complete. The big dog has landed.
Who needs tickets?
And now, please God, we go to this year's Super Bowl where Hoyt and Andy are standing by, we hope, with this update. Men?
Thanks, Phil. Well, what a day it's been. And can you believe this line? $10 for a beer and a hot dog, and still the ignorant masses line up like dumb cattle around a feeding trough.
Hey, Hoyt, you want chili on your dog?
Is that it? What's the score of the game? Where's the big scoop?
Hey, Hoyt, they're out of mustard.
This just in, sports fans. The second half is only minutes old, and they're out of mustard.
Who's laughing, damn it? Someone is laughing at me. I won't stand for it. You there, you're fired.
So, what'd you say in your report?
I just made up some gobbledygook about mustard.
Should we go watch the second half?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Say, Hoyt, are we still the worst sportscasters ever?
Yeah, sure.
Just checking. Let's go check out the game. Look at the scoreboard, Hoyt. The game's a blowout.
56 zilch. We missed everything. Could be worse. We could be calling this game.
Still a lot of football to be played here, Brett.
You bet, Dick. I've seen a lot of teams come back from 56 down. I don't hear the fat lady singing yet.
Should be an exciting finish.
Hey, look at there. Another score. 62-0. It's not over yet.
This one's history, Hoyt. Maybe we should just head back to the hotel, pack our bags, and go home.
Go home?
We just have to face it. We let the station down, we let Phil down, and we let ourselves down.
I'm not going till I get a big story. Something really huge.
Talk about huge. Look at that scoreboard. So that's where our tax dollars are going.
Andy, that's it. Look at him. He's hungry. How many hot dogs did you eat?
I don't know, 8?
You couldn't eat just one, could you?
Of course not. Who could?
Exactly, my friend. Come on. Hot dogs here. Get your hot dogs. $5.
Beer here. Ice cold beer. Hey, Hoyt, what makes you think we're gonna get anywhere near the president?
He's a man, isn't he?
Yeah.
And this is a game, isn't it?
Yeah, so?
Well, then he likes beer and hot dogs.
Hey, this sure beats working, eh, General?
How come only one team showed up?
Kinda like us in the golf. How about I buy us a couple more hot dogs? Hey, hot dog man, 2 hot dogs, please.
Now's our chance, Andy. Let's go get an interview with the president of this country. Say, these are the floating kind.
It was the hot dog guy.
He did it!
That man saved my life.
Sports fans, it's been a shameful day here at the Old Sport Network. Our coverage of the Super Bowl has come up short, way short. I would therefore suggest before I throw it to Hoyt and Andy one last time, you might want to flip to another sports channel to get the real story. Okay, take it away, Hoyle.
Thanks, Phil. I'm standing here next to my good buddy, the President of the United States. Whose life I just saved. What? Dumb game, huh, Mr. President? Now, let me ask you, my saving your life, was that the most heroic thing you've ever seen?
Well, no. Years ago, when I was in the Army, Say, looky there. There's one last hot dog in there.
Afraid not, sir. This one's mine.
I hardly think so.
I'm prepared to put up quite a fight. Now that's how. All in all, a sensational Super Bowl for Andy and I.
Sporterific Super Bowl, Hoyt.
Saving the life of a U.S. president in the fourth quarter would be hard to top.
Darn near impossible.
Be stupid to try.
Swirly-dirly-doo.
But alas, the Super Bowl is over. Is there anything left for us to live for?
Nothing at all. But what about...
Yes! It's 100 days to the Stanley Cup!
Let the countdown begin! The Stanley Cup!
Lord Stanley Cup! A huge cup! It's really